Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to my channel. I'm Susan. And today we're going to do something. When we had our cafe and bakery, we used to serve Cabbage Patch stew, which is exactly what we're going to do this afternoon. It's a good hearty winter stew. Right here in the pot, I've got 1.5 pounds of ground beef. Kind of frying up here. Now to this 1.5 pounds of ground beef, I'm going to add, I have on the plate here, I've got 1/2 of a medium onion, 2 carrots diced, and of course 4 ribs of celery diced. And I'm going to add this to the pot. We're going to cook this with the ground beef. This is, once you have your ingredients gathered up, this is a really fast, hearty stew. Doesn't take any time at all. I hope you can hear me over the sound of this little hot plate. So we're going to cook this until the meat is no longer pink. But it's going to take a little while. Turn that up a tad. So this is going to, whoa, runaway veggies. So this is going to take about 10-15 minutes or so. And then I'll come back and show you what the rest of this is going to look like. Okay, now we've got the ground beef cooked so it's no longer pink. And the onions and the carrots and the celery soft. Now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. Now the recipe called for a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I don't have a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. What I do have is a quart of tomatoes that I canned. So that's what we're going to put in here. Remember, I say use whatever you have on hand. There we go. So, we'll just break these up and pretend they're diced tomatoes. Alright, now, I have 2 cans, 15-ounce cans of kidney beans. I've rinsed these and drained them. I'm going to add those in. What is this, a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce? We're going to pour that in. This is just a dump and go. Now, I'm going to add 3 cups of beef broth. Is this beef broth or, I'm sorry, I have beef stock. It doesn't matter, beef broth, beef bone broth, whatever you have. We're going to add 3 cups in here. Now this is going to make a lot. But the nice thing about it is if you have a big group, especially during the holidays, serve this with a crusty bread to your guests. There we go, 3 cups. 7 cups of cooked cabbage. We're going to dump right in there.
Not cooked, it's just cut up. Right?
It's just cut up. Did I say cooked?
You did.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not cooked. Forgive me.
That's what cameras are here for.
Yeah. It's 7 cups of cabbage cut up. Now we're going to stir this. You see how it makes a lot of stew or soup, whatever you want to call it. Now I am going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar just to counteract the acid in the tomatoes. I'm just going to dump that right in there. And I'm going to salt and pepper this. And I'm probably what I'm doing here is I'm starting to salt it with a teaspoon of salt. You can always add more, you just can't take it away. And pepper. Now, you may not like a lot of pepper. Our family, that's the spice, is the pepper. We use more pepper than we do salt, I think. So we're going to stir this up. Look how hearty that looks. Golly sakes. Oh, look. Wow. Now, I am going to cook this. I'm sorry, I'm weaving back and forth. I apologize, that's part of my Parkinson's. I'll try not to weave and make you seasick. But this is what it looks like. We're going to put this, leave this on the stove, and we're going to cook it for about an hour until the carrots and the cabbage and everything's cooked together. Then we'll come back and taste it. So we'll see you in probably about 30 minutes. Okay, we've cooked this for about an hour. Look at that. The beans and the carrots and the onions and oh my gosh. What we're going to do is try a little of this. Now this makes enough for an army. And that's fine. Because if you have a lot of people over the holidays, this is great. We're going to taste this. Oh my. Look at the broth. Mmm. That is so tasty. And it's hearty. It's one of those stick to your ribs stews. So if you like the stew, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. We sure do appreciate your subscriptions. And until next time, blessings to you and your family, and have a great day.